and welcome. This is just a quick little mini episode of Good Way for Grown-ups. I wanted to check in on the season and particularly share a few little insights as I was creating this episode that I think is just as relevant for us grown-ups as for the kids. I do love Shakespeare. However, I must admit that my affection for Shakespeare isn't all that old. I remember reading Shakespeare in high school and kind of despising it because I couldn't understand it and didn't have anybody to help me figure it out. And then when I started teaching my children Shakespeare and understanding the stories in a simpler form, I've been able to read the plays and enjoy them so much more. So I wanted to share a few resources that I think might be helpful to you and also just encourage you to enjoy the stories alongside your children. One resource that I think is really great is called How to Teach Your Children Shakespeare by Ken Ludwig. He is a fantastic playwright and has written this whole book on how to enjoy Shakespeare with your children. That is a great resource. Another resource I really enjoy is a podcast put out by the Circe Institute called The Play as the Thing. And they go through and it's kind of like a book club for a play, I suppose. And they do a great job over there on helping you understand and enjoy Shakespeare as well. And then finally, I have a whole bunch of children's picture books, all sorts of things like that I will be linking up on the blog so that you can have access to get some ideas on what you might want to add to your home library or maybe go check out from your local public library. So be on the lookout for that. I think there are so many themes that we can look for in Shakespeare as he really dives into the human condition. What does it mean to be human and how do we engage with the world around us? In this first story, Twelfth Night, the whole idea is that appearances can be deceiving. And while he engages this theme in such a playful way and in a way that I think children can understand as well, I think there's a lot for us to think about there as well. So I hope as you're listening to the story, you're able to dig into that a little bit. Secondly, I wanted to highlight the poem that I shared in the first episode. It's the beginning of a new school year as I'm recording this, and while there is always so much excitement in the beginning of a new school year, it also marks the end of a season and the beginning of another new season. I don't know about you, but as a mother and in homeschooling, or perhaps if you are in a traditional school setting, each of these years marks our children getting older. And while that's a really beautiful and wonderful thing, it's also in some ways perhaps a little bit of a sad thing as we're so thrilled to see them grow and mature, but they're also leaving times behind that have been sweet. I think this poem, Autumn Fires by Robert Louis Stevenson, is really beautiful. I like it for the kids, but I think even more so for us, parents, or whoever you might be listening. There's a lot to take from this poem, to think about, to contemplate about the seasons that we are in and the beautiful things we have experienced and the things that we have to look forward to. So I wanted to share it with you just one more time. Autumn Fires by Robert Louis Stevenson. In the other gardens, and all up the vale, from the autumn bonfires, see the smoke trail. Pleasant summer over, and all the summer flowers, the red fire blazes, the gray smoke towers. Sing a song of seasons, something bright in all, flowers in the summer, fires in the fall. In the season ahead, may you see the flowers and the fires and find something bright in all of it. Till next time, don't forget to look for the good way and walk in it.